Once in a magical forest, a red rose bloomed on a beautiful spring day. As the rose looked around, it couldn't help but admire its own beauty. Nearby, a pine tree complimented the rose, expressing its own desire to be as lovely. However, another tree comforted the pine, reminding it that everyone has their own unique qualities. Just then, a sunflower raised its vibrant yellow head and gently challenged the rose's belief. It pointed out that there were many other beautiful flowers in the forest, and the red rose was just one among them. The rose confidently replied, stating that it saw everyone looking at it, admiring its beauty. Curiously, the rose's gaze fell upon a cactus and it made a harsh comment about the plant, calling it ugly and thorny. This remark shocked the pine tree, which reminded the red rose that beauty comes in different forms. The pine pointed out that even the red rose had its own sharp thorns. The red rose, full of pride, angrily dismissed the pine's perspective. It believed that the pine lacked taste and couldn't discern true beauty. The rose claimed that its thorns were nothing compared to the cactus. The trees were taken aback by the red rose's arrogance. The rose even attempted to distance itself from the cactus by trying to move its roots away, but to no avail. Over time, the red rose continued to belittle the cactus, insulting its presence as useless and expressing regret over being its neighbor. However, the cactus remained unfazed by the rose's hurtful words. In fact, it tried to offer advice and wisdom to the rose, emphasizing that every form of life has its own purpose, as created by God. As spring passed and the weather grew warmer, the forest suffered from a lack of rain, making life difficult for all its inhabitants. The red rose began to wither, feeling the effects of the harsh conditions. One day, the wilted rose witnessed sparrows drinking from the cactus. Confused, the rose approached the pine tree to understand the bird's actions. The pine explained that the birds were getting water from the cactus to quench their thirst. Intrigued, the red rose questioned the pine if it hurt the cactus when the birds made holes to get the water. The pine confirmed that it did, but the cactus didn't mind seeing the birds suffer. It didn't want to deny them the water they desperately needed. Amazed, the rose realized that the cactus had water to offer. It felt a mixture of shame and gratitude as it considered asking the cactus for help. Eventually, the red rose mustered the courage and requested assistance from the cactus. Kindly, the cactus agreed to provide water. The sparrows happily flew to the cactus, filling their beaks with water, and then watered the rose's wilting roots. The red rose, in that moment, learned a valuable lesson. It understood the importance of not judging others based on their appearance and vowed to never make that mistake again. In the end, the red rose's arrogance was replaced with humility, and it realized the true beauty that lies within every living being, no matter their form.